All right, you guys, welcome to Monday Motivation. I'm so excited for tonight. We got an awesome game plan for Chad and Jury laid out this amazing game plan for the next 6 months for us. And I just feel like it is just brilliant, you guys. And I'm pumped at everybody's volume and enrollments are just through the roof already these past couple months. And just with these $20 kits, with conference coming up, with all the promotions, the new products coming out, I just never have seen momentum in this business during these months as I have now. And it is just so awesome, you guys. So I know it's going to be one of those years where everybody's still promoting this month and next month and promoting into January. And then when conference hits on top of that, it's just, you guys, and especially some of you guys that haven't, been in the business for a full year yet, and you don't know the madness and the magicalness that happens after conference, you guys are just in for a treat. And I'm just really, really excited for you guys. So Natty, do you have that game plan kind of handy that we can kind of talk about that? And then we're going to kind of go into what we're going to be focusing on these next couple weeks before Black Friday hits. You're all, and I don't. She needs one more minute. Find that, and then we'll go into it. But for the, I also want to talk about the boot camp that we're doing this whole week is going to be focused on host-to-post. So I know Natty has signed up 50 loyal customers last month from doing host-to-posts. And so she's going to be going live in our team pages and explaining exactly what she does, laying it all out. And then all of us are going to be giving tips all week on how to do host-to-post. Because you guys, I know when I first started hearing about doing host-to-posts, I tried it. I sent out a bunch of different host-to-posts and I really didn't get that much back. So I was looking at people that were signing all these people with host-to-posts and I'm like, I tried it. It just didn't work for me. And then I started seeing Carrie signing up a ton of people doing host-to-posts. And I was like, okay, I need to just give this another shot. Let me just get 10 people to host posts for me today and let me just see what happens. You guys, all it took is for one or two of those host-to-posts to blow up to make me a believer and so confident and solid in the fact that host-to-posts are such an incredible way to build your business. I went into the mindset of having 10 people to do it. One of them blew up and had almost 100 comments on it. And I was like, dude, if I just get 10 host-to-posts out every single day and one of those, I get a lot of, that is so worth it. It is so worth your time to ask people to make these posts for you and be able to just grow your network. And at the same time, whenever a post blows up or there's a lot of action on it, it's you get to, go to that distributor or that potential and talk to them about being a distributor. It just opens up so many doors. So I'm really, really excited to kind of expand more on host-to-posts. We're going to give you tons of different tips on how to boost your host-to-posts, how to get better interaction on them, and all that kind of good stuff. So look out for those posts in our team pages this week. And Natty, are you good to go now? Natty's good to go now.
Yes, I am. Let me go back. Yeah, I am. Sorry, guys. I was like, oh, I'm going over that party foul. Okay, so basically, let me make sure I have it. Yeah, here we go. So basically, if you guys weren't on the call last night, Chad went over this great game plan for let me shut that. For the month, for these next couple months. And here's the thing is that, we've talked about these $20 codes and the importance of using them right now up until the end of this month. So I know for me personally, let's say for instance, even the end of last month, I was more focused on getting all of my people to get their conference tickets, everybody, because I knew the power of them getting those codes. I was more focused on that than signing distributors because Chad had put this out and he had even told us then, focus on getting as many people as you possibly can to go to conference so that they can get their codes. And then this month, his whole goal and what they're advising all of us, which this game plan just totally makes sense, is right now sign as many distributors as you possibly can before Black Friday. And the reason that you want to do that and focus solely on that is because most of you guys have 20 codes. Some of you guys have 15, but still, you still have a lot of codes and you don't want to wait to the last minute. But here's the other thing. Once Black Friday hits, if you guys haven't been here for Black Friday yet, it's crazy, like crazy town. I can't even remember. I think I signed like 20 loyal customers that weekend. Like it's nuts. Okay. And here's the thing. All those distributors that you sign, they may, not be huge enrollers, but the likelihood of them getting just 2 customers during that weekend is really high because there's usually a BOGO, there's multiple BOGOs, they always have something crazy. So you're going to be getting fast starts like crazy. So if you guys don't know this and you're new to the business, every single distributor of those promo codes that is linked to you that you enroll, you have the opportunity when you help them to get just 2 loyal customers in their first 30 days to get a $100 bonus. And times that by 20, that's potentially $2,000 by Christmas, right? So if you spend the next couple weeks up until Black Friday and Thanksgiving, right, signing as many distributors as you possibly can, then come Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you're going to just FSQ help all those people at least get 2 of their loyal customers. Ideally, hopefully they can get 5 so they can get their $150 shopping spree. But can you imagine what your FSQs are going to look like that following week? It's going to be insane. You're going to be getting $500 to $2,000 a week. I mean, $2,000 right before Christmas. So it's going to be awesome. Then what you're going to want to do is that last couple days of the month, and if you guys aren't writing this down, I hope you are, because this is a timeline for pushing up until the new year and conference, is the 27th through the 30th. He said, use the rest of your team's codes. So if you still have codes and you have a lot and you're like, shoot, I still have 10 codes, that's the time for you to start letting your team know, start letting other people know, let your enroller know, and we can see and game plan, or your diamond leader, let us like game plan with you on either how you can use those codes or how your team can utilize those codes. Because if you're not a mass enroller, the last thing that you want to happen is for those codes to go to waste. So let somebody else use them on your team that can take advantage of them, okay? So we'll kind of organize and stuff like that the last 3 days of the month, and see what we can do to help you utilize and use up all your codes, okay? Now, phase 4 is going to be December 1st through the 15th. So write those dates down. That's where, like they said, if you didn't get anybody fast started between, if there's anybody left that didn't get fast started during that Black Friday time, this is where you're going to be able to fast start everybody, okay? The first couple weeks of December, the first 2 weeks of December, you have 2 more weeks to kind of get everybody fast started that maybe isn't already. And then imagine that's just more money before Christmas. And then December 16th to the 20th, it's going to be dream boards and goals. We're also going to be doing dream boarding and all that good stuff at our retreat, which I think Jen is going to go over. But December 16th through the 20th, we're really going to start to be strategizing for January 1st. And here's the thing, when we start January 1st, we're going to start a 30-day run. So that's going to be preparing. And then February to April, you guys, it's a 90-day run of massive promotions. Okay. So Chad and Jeree have explained to us, you guys, that they have never in the history of them being with this company seen what's happening right now. All of you guys have 20 codes. Well, most of you, hopefully you took advantage of it, right? So you have the opportunity to literally box yourself in for Diamond. If you go into conference in momentum as Diamond, you could potentially, or even boxed in, you could potentially end up triple Diamond by the end of conference. Like, you guys don't even realize how many 6-figure earners that they're going to be on your team if you take full advantage of what you have in front of you right now, because these codes end at the end of November. But the fact that we're still just pushing all the way through, and I know Jen and Meech can speak to you on this. You guys, usually our volumes go down. All of our volumes are going up. That is like unheard of. Chat injuries, this is the highest it's ever been in the month of October, and it's continuing to go up. So really, this is an opportunity that none of us have seen. And you guys that are new, you get this on your first run. Like, that is just awesome. You're going to be able to promote so much quicker than we ever were. You know, like, here I am. I'm going to go triple diamond 3.5 years in. Some of you guys are going to be going triple diamond 1 year in the business if you take this seriously. So that's why we're stressing this so much, is because we've seen the history. We've been here for a while. We've seen the ups and downs enough to know what we have our hands on right now with this opportunity right now is so like fragile and just so like such a blessing. You're so blessed to be in this business at this time with this amazing team. And so we just really want you guys to take advantage of it. But that's pretty much it for the game plan. I don't know if you want me to go into the 3-way contest or the contest at all.
Dude, I'm so pumped after hearing you say that. And what I want to say too, like before we get into this whole part about, you know, the phase 1, about really helping you guys take advantage of these next 2, what do we have, like 2 weeks? Like, I think 18 days, a little over 2 weeks, something like that, just to really help you guys use these coupon codes. But all of you guys also that don't have the coupon codes, dude, I would pay $500,000s of dollars to start this business, because I know what this opportunity is that we have our hands on. So if you don't have coupon codes, I don't want anybody to be discouraged that they don't think that they can sign distributors, because paying $99 for this business is worth every freaking penny. So regardless if you have codes or not, what we're focusing on these first, you know, next 28 days is really signing distributors, because regardless if the coupons or not, you still have the opportunity to get those fast start bonuses, and it's going to be really, really easy for you to make quick cash, especially right before Christmas. So Meech, I don't know if you have anything that you want to add into all this crazy, awesome madness that's going on right now.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm listening and I'm just like, oh my goodness. If we had this when we first started, y'all don't even understand. We'd be like in the top income earner on stage. Like, our team would, it's just crazy. 4.5 years later, and just seeing everything that's happening right now, and to know that this has never happened like this. I know there's a lot of you guys that are new. Maybe you guys barely joined, you just joined. You guys have the opportunity to get coupon codes too. So don't feel like you're left out. If you just joined, like within the last 10 days, because after you join, you have 10 days to get your early bird ticket and still take advantage and get those 20 coupon codes. So if you haven't reached your first 10 days yet, I would highly encourage you to grab your conference ticket. Don't worry about whether you're going or not. Just get the ticket, get the 5 product rewards, get your 20 coupon codes, and then let us show you how you can go out and grab those new people to join your team for $20. Because here's the deal, like Natty said, you can essentially box yourself in by the end of this month with all of those coupon codes. And then if your team is coming in and they don't have coupon codes, you can always share them, get those fast start bonuses, and that's going to pay your way to conference. Not just that, can you imagine having an extra $2,000 in just bonuses by Christmas? Like, that right there is just like, wow, like that is amazing for a newbie coming in. Now, if you're not a newbie and you didn't get your ticket for conference, the $20 coupon codes, I'm glad that it's not something that that everybody's pushing and promoting, because not everybody knows that some people have $20 to join. Not all the distributors have it. You know what I mean? So being that it is $99 to join, like Jen said, knowing what I know now, like I would definitely pay. I would pay whatever I had to pay to get involved, because this business is life-changing. Just the fact that of all the different ways that we can get paid, and we have a video that shows you how we get paid. So you guys need to know the different ways that we get paid. Don't get locked into we only get paid one way, like Keto Cash or Wrap Cash, or we only get paid commission. No, we get paid so many different ways, you guys. And if you guys know exactly the potential that's in that comp plan, there is so much money for you to grab just by doing what you are already doing. So as long as you know how we get paid, you can take advantage of all the different ways. Fast start bonuses, Grab Cash, Keto Cash, your commissions, your residuals, your diamond bonuses when you go diamond and above. Like, there's just so many things for you to unlock, and it's just exciting. And when you're new, or if you're not a diamond yet, that's so exciting to go after. So really, really focus, like Natty said, focus on bringing in new team members. Because let me tell you, when Black Friday comes, like, there is no room and time for us to go shopping for Black Friday because everybody's shopping with us. One, then they bring out all the like the holiday stuff, and you guys, these are the best gifts that you can give your friends and family for Christmas. Okay, your own products. Keep that in mind. I look at like big people who have like huge like let's just say like Kim Kardashian, for example. She started that makeup line, right? What do you think she gives as gifts for Christmas? She gives her makeup line, right? So how many of your friends and family do you know would love the gift of what we have? When it comes to Black Friday, that's also our time to take advantage of all of the deals and the sales, because these are amazing Christmas gifts. Coffee in a mug is an amazing gift, y'all. I gave my niece keto coffee last year, gave her a little cute set of mugs, and she freaking loved it. That's all she wants for her birthday. That's what she wants for like all of her celebrations. So this is amazing for us to start promoting the holidays now and getting people involved and getting those fast starts are life, y'all. So if you haven't earned the fast start bonus yet, get yourself a business partner, help them get their 2 customers, get your first $100. After you get that first one, it's addicting and you want to do it again and again and again and again and again. So build your team, build, focus on building right now. If you just joined, get your customers, get yourself set up so that you're qualified for your bonuses, get your product reward, and take advantage, because now that we have coffee as a product reward, you can make $150 in keto cash from your keto coffee, just selling them individually for $5, and people are buying them like crazy. It's crazy. Tina pays her whole rent and everything in keto cash. It's crazy. I'm stingy, so I'm not even gonna lie. I'm stingy with my keto coffee. But now that we have product rewards, I'm like, okay, I can order like 2 or 3 bags at a time and sell them, and that's gonna give me some more mocha dreams. So that's how I look at it. But yeah, it's all about building and really take advantage of, okay, so if you're doing your host to post and you have your honey pot, or you have a host post that blew up, don't be afraid to go back to that person that hosted a post for you and ask them if they want to do this business with you. Even if you don't have a coupon code, let them know, like, hey, look, you pay $99. You have all of these people that are obviously interested in whatever you posted about, because some of us use the coffee, some of us use a cleanse, some of us, everybody does different host posts. Whatever it was, you obviously have people that are interested in what we have. Why don't you sign up? You're going to get your wraps. You can turn around and sell them, make your money right back. We'll get you your customers. We'll get you a shopping spree, and we'll get you going so that you can make that extra money for your family, your Christmas, and make it a better Christmas, and tell them about the bonuses and everything that's up for grabs. Really take advantage of that. I was going back through all of my host to posts, which I do every Friday. Now that we can save our host to post in collections, it makes it so much easier. So I was going through all of my host to posts and looking for the honey pot, not only to follow up with everybody that commented, but to follow up with the person that hosted it, that posted it for me, because I'm like, look, you can join this business. All of these people can be your customers. I'm going to help you lock them in. Like, let's just do this. And I've enrolled distributors that way. It's just another way to really take advantage. It's just, it's just strategy. Like, really, open up your market, and just even the people that comment on your hosted post. I had did a video earlier, was like, if they comment, that's automatically your friend. Make sure you're adding them to your network. Don't be afraid to add them as a friend. Start dripping the products. You're talking about the coffee. You're talking about your journey. You're talking about the money that you're making. That's dripping on them, y'all. And they are watching. You're a new friend. So they're like, let me see what this chick's about. They're watching everything that you're doing. And it gets them interested. And then another thing is that when you ask people to host a post for you, maybe you haven't talked to them in a while, or they haven't seen your post or whatever, you go and you ask them to host a post for you, then they're like, wait a minute, what is this coffee all about? And then there you got another potential customer or a potential distributor, depending on like what their honey pot looks like. But really, really take advantage and focus on, you know, getting team members signed up and building your chart. Pull out your chart. If you just joined, get that Ruby chart out. Talk to your sponsor. Ask them, how do I get to Ruby? And from there, once you go Ruby, you can go Emerald. And once you go Emerald, you go Diamond. And then that's when you start like, woo! That's when it starts.
I freaking love it. That's when it really does start. What does Mark say? That's like when you go Diamond, that's when you got the license to print money, because those leadership bonuses, those Diamond bonuses add up quick and they make such a big difference. So that is all of our game plan for all of you guys, is to get you guys Ruby and above by this month. So by the end of this month, by the end of next month, you guys all go Diamond. That's the game plan. So phase 1 of this is getting you guys to grow your team ASAP over these next 2 weeks. Like, that is what we are focusing on. That's what we want you guys to spend the majority of your time on. And so we want to go over a bunch of different tips, with which Meech touched on one of them, which is just asking the people that host posts for you if they've ever thought about doing this business. So that is one awesome tip. The next one I want to talk to you guys about too, and Natty and Meech, like, please feel free to jump in on any of these, is how to find good potential distributors. Basically, anybody can do this business. You know, some people, this business may not be for them. That's fine. But our goal is to find the good ones that want to work, that want to change their life, that have that desire. They want more in their life. They're willing to put in the work. They're willing to be teachable. They're willing to just make this business work for them. So how to find good potentials on one of my main tips that I'll give you is, it all starts with you. It all starts with your vibe. It all starts with your, you're putting your goals out there, showing people where you're going. It all starts with that belief that you have in yourself. Like, it all starts with you. You ever hear that saying, like attracts like? You know what I mean? The law of attraction, like, that is a real thing. So if you're walking around thinking that nobody wants to join this business with you, nobody's going to join this business with you. Okay? Like, you have to think about, I think that some crazy statistic that 80% of people in the United States live paycheck to paycheck. Ask anybody in the whole entire world, like, do you not want to make more money? Everybody wants to make more money. Everybody wants to live more comfortably. Everybody wants to get out of debt. Everybody wants to spend more time with their kids. Everybody wants to go and take vacations. So you're crazy to think that people don't want this business. You're crazy to prejudge somebody that you never know what's going on in their background or behind the scenes. You're crazy to prejudge somebody and not ask them. So number 1 tip to help find good potentials is understand, like, what you have your hands on and how many people's lives that you can impact with this business. I am so thankful every single day that Shauna bugged me to sign up with this business. You know, and I was one of those people that thought it was like a load of crap. I really didn't think that people really truly became successful with this business or businesses like these at all. I was one of those people that thought there was a pyramid scheme and all of that. So if you come across those people that have that same mindset, don't think that that's like the end of all things. They just need more time. They just need to be explained things a little bit better. They just need to watch you more, whatever it is. So number 1 thing, your mindset. Have that mindset that everybody wants what you have. They just either don't realize it yet or they're about to. So that's like my number 1 tip for like finding good potentials. What do you guys want to add on to that as too?
Yeah, can I add on to that? Like, I have a little experience to tell you guys about when it comes to prejudging, because I've been talking to this girl from Canada. I was telling Natty earlier, she's an RN, right? She makes great money, like great money. She has no kids, like she's a traveling nurse, and she's a loyal customer, and I was intimidated to ask her about the opportunity because she already makes good money. Like, she shows pictures of her nice car, and like she's living it up, right? And I was afraid to tell her. I was like, well, she doesn't need the extra money, or she doesn't need this or that. And just like Jen said, everybody wants more money. period. They want more money. And her being in the medical field, you know, she has that background of knowing how amazing products like this can be for somebody. You know, I'm from the medical field, so just knowing what these products can do to actually help people feel better and look better and, you know, and just get healthier, she was all for it. And I was blown away because I was like, oh my gosh, had I not asked her, I wouldn't have an international team that's going to get ready to blow up in Canada. Like, you guys, this is my first one. I'm like so pumped and excited. But it would have never happened had I never asked. Because she even said, I would have never even thought about this. I would have never even asked you about it. I was just talking about getting more wraps because she loves the wraps and she loves the coffee. And I'm just like, girl, like, no, are you open? Are you open to bringing in some extra income from your phone? That's all you got to ask. Are you open? If they're not open to it, fine. Move on to the next one. But don't prejudge a lawyer. Don't prejudge a doctor, a nurse, a physician's assistant. Everybody wants to make more money. Because let me tell you something that I learned when we're at the retreat that Chad said. People that are like lawyers and doctors and people that you think they have it all, they haven't made, they have a lot of debt because they went through a lot of schooling to get there, right? So they have a lot of debt that they need to pay off. And, you know, in their regular career that they have going on, sure, they can pay. It's going to take a long time. But why not offer an opportunity? You know, when we're at conference, they asked us, if you feel that this opportunity was a gift in your life, stand up. The whole auditorium of 20,000 people stood up because they feel like this opportunity was a gift. So it's our job to go out and give that gift. This is a gift that keeps on giving. And when people say, oh, well, why does it cost to join? It's $99, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you pay that a week to get to and back from work in gas. You're paying that in gas anyway. You do that weekly. This time, you just have to do it one time. You're going to get product in your kit and you work it from your phone that you're already paying for anyway. Like, I don't, you know, and so you just have to kind of just, you know, open up their mind and their perspective, but don't ever prejudge. I love that you said that, Jen, because everybody needs to make some extra money. The more money, like, who said it? Biggie? More money, more problems? Yeah, the more money that you have, like, these rich people need more money. You'd be surprised. They got a heck of debt, and we have a way to get them debt-free right from their phones on the side, on their little side job doing it work. So I just had to add that in there.
I love that, Michi. I'm actually going to piggyback on that because, you know, it's so true. And I love that the way that Pam Souter says it, like, get over yourself. You know, because it's so true. Like, at the end of the day, it's not even about us. And here's the thing. When you first join this business, I love, like, how Chad even says it. He's like, you know, I was in it, like, what's in it for me? Like, I literally asked this girl today if she would host a post for me, and I had to chuckle because she even said in it, which was kind of heartless. I'm like, you know, it would mean the world to me. She was like, what's in it for me? I don't even know you. We're not even friends. I was like, dang. But that's what most people think, right? Like, what do I get? What's in it for me? And when we first joined this business, that's what it's about. But the longer you're in the business and the more that you see this change other people's lives, the more that you realize that it's not even about you. That it's about those 20 people that you're going to go sponsor, that this is going to change their Christmas. That this is going to be the first Christmas that they didn't have to stress about money. That this is going to be the first Christmas they could take their kids to Disneyland or not have to go in debt. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really even about us, but you get to that point where you see that. So think of that. Like, if you get nervous, think like, you know what? Remind yourself, I need to ask her not because of what I need, but because they might need it. And make an ask out of yourself. So one thing I want to recommend, I know we did this last year and it worked really well. If you're having trouble finding people to talk to about the business, you can literally go through your alphabet, and we can actually do this during the power hour, and go through A to Z, you guys. Message all 300 people and just ask them flat out, do you know anybody that would be interested in making an extra $500 before Christmas? What do you think they're going to say? Yeah, me, right? Like, most people are going to say, like, yeah, me. I want to make $500 before Christmas. And then once you go through the whole explaining what the business is about and everything, and then you get to the end and you let them know it's only $20 for them to join if they're really interested, boom, you have another distributor. And I guarantee you guys, if you go through, even if you only have 300 friends, because I hear people say this all the time, like, I don't have that many friends. That's fine. You have 300 friends. Out of the 300 friends, let's say 10% of the people, are interested. That's 30 people. And if half of them even actually sign, that's 15 distributors. You've almost used all 20 codes. So it's a numbers game, you guys. It is a numbers game. The more people that you talk to, the more people that you're going to find that's interested. You guys, people tell me all the time, nobody wants this business. Nobody's signing up. If I were to check your phone and see how many people you talk to in a day, how many people are you really talking to? Because I know that I'm talking to a good 100 people a day, and that's how I'm getting people to sign up. I'm not talking to the same 10 people over and over again. And here's the thing. As you sign up, if people aren't getting back to you, find other people. Because what happens while you're finding other people, those same people are watching, and they're seeing you continue and enroll, and that makes them more like, wow, she's not even waiting about me. She's not even worried about me. I always make a joke like it's like dating, right? It's like if you see needy, then it's going to be unattractive. But if you're doing your own thing, it's like, oh, okay, she's not even worried about me. You know what I mean? So it's just that whole mind game. People don't want to feel like you need them. Like, don't make them feel like, oh, I need you to take this $20 code. You got to make it seem like, and because it's an opportunity of a lifetime for them to join for $20. You don't need them. You could go give it to somebody else. But if they're really serious about making money, you have an opportunity for them. So I just had to add that and just make an ask. I said voice memo. I wrote down voice memo. I voice memoed with a girl earlier today that I didn't even know. And you guys, it just makes it so much faster. If you feel like, and I was talking to one of the girls today, if you feel like the scripts aren't really working for you, voice memo, be yourself, find what works for you. If what you're doing isn't working, you can stray from what we give you, you guys. So don't be scared to do that. If you're better over the phone, get people on the phone. I do a lot better over the phone. I typically do very well over the phone. I can usually sign somebody no matter what. If I'm going back and forth to text, or I can sometimes lose them. So I like to get people on the phone. It may take me a 20-minute conversation, but I know without a doubt, they're going to sign before I get off the phone. So if that's what works for you, let people know. If you're going back and forth and they're asking a lot of questions, just ask them straight out. And this is going to go into the three-way thing, but ask them straight out. You know what? I would love to get you on the phone and explain more about what I do. What's the good time for you tomorrow? And then when they give you a time, just make a reminder in Facebook. I do it all the time. And then follow up with them at that time. Three-way calls, and I'll just go ahead and go into it since I'm already on. But the three-way calls, you guys, are huge. We're doing a three-way contest. So anybody that gets whoever gets the most three-way calls between now and the end of the month, you're going to get an opportunity to get I don't know if I should tell you, over a prize that's worth $250 just for getting the most three-way calls. So if you don't, if you're not sure if it'll work for you, just try it. I'm telling you guys, three-way calls work so well. They've worked really well I know Jamie in the past. I know Rihanna in the past. I've had a lot of distributors that have done really well. They've worked really well for me, myself, personally, getting Meech on. 9 times out of 10, people will join if you get them on a three-way call. Why? Because they know you and they trust you, but they may not respect your business sense in this instance because they don't know anything about the business. You know what I mean? Like, even I remember when Michi joined, like she joined and she was on fire, but I thought it was like this little itty bitty business. And it wasn't until I met Shauna and everybody at the event that I was like, whoa, this is like a real like business. Like they have a headquarters, like this is like a real, you know what I mean? So it just opens their eyes to get them on the phone with somebody else who's been in the business longer, who maybe is more confident and can sell them on the business better than you, because at the end of the day, so much of it is confidence, right? And you might be new. I get it. When I first started, it was like, you're shaky, and you get them on the phone with one of us who have done these over and over again, and it just flows. And by the end of it, they're ready to sign up. So with that being said, Michi and Jen, I actually have Rihanna. I asked her if she wouldn't mind just sharing like 1 minute real quick, because we've been doing three-way calls and they've been working really well for her. So if that's okay, I would like to have just Rihanna come on for just a minute. If you can unmute yourself. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yay! Okay. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. I know it's like super last minute, but I know that we did a couple three-way calls last week, and so I just wanted you to share just like a minute of like what has been your experience so far with the three-way calls.
Okay, so the three-way calls for me have been clutch, especially for my potentials that were kind of like hesitant when I spoke to them. To just have Natalie jump on the phone, somebody that has been successful in the business and also have seen that she's seen like her results with the products. They've been able to kind of talk to her and ask questions, and she is very confident when she's explaining things. So it's also as a training opportunity for myself, because of course, like you can look at what's in a product or, you know, what might be a good fit for a potential, but to really explain it to them while incorporating their own goals, their own personal goals, or if they're like a single mother and they're like, how am I going to do this? She really tailors how this business would work for them. And I'm learning as I'm listening to her in action. So for me, I'm just kind of trying to take it all in while I'm on the phone with her so that eventually I can, you know, sound better. I don't know. But they
You do great. You do great. Well, and I think all like 2 or 3 of them signed, right, recently?
Yeah, 2 of them did, yeah.
Yeah. So this is a thing, you guys, and it's not just me. It's like me, whoever your upline is, just get them on the phone. Get them on the phone, because it's just like Rihanna saying, like, 1, you get to hear how we talk, and then 2, it's like makes it so much easier. And how long are our conversations? Maybe like 20 minutes?
About 20, yeah. And like, of course, you know, you try yourself first. I mean, you know, do what you can yourself, but definitely utilize your enroller, your sponsor, because that's what they're there for. If you're doing good, they're doing good. And so, just utilize them. So.
Yeah, and you're on your way to being boxing for Ruby. Well, thank you for joining us and jumping on. I just wanted to like have them hear from somebody who is taking advantage of that, like what it's doing for them. So thank you.
No problem.
So keep in mind, you guys, that this is a contest. So whoever gets the most three-ways between now and the end of the month will win over a $250 prize. Not only that, but you're most likely going to get a lot more enrollments. You hear Chad talk about three-way calls all the time. He was one of the first people I ever got on a three-way call, and it was just like every single time I've gotten him on a three-way call, they've wanted to sign. And that's what opened up my eyes. And then here's the thing, I started talking like him. So the way that he talks about it, now I talk about it. And that's exactly what's going to happen for you guys. So it's also a learning tool and a training tool for you to hear how we talk about the business, how we address people's excuses or like concerns, how we, help address any issues that they think that they might have. So I don't know if Michi or Jen want to add on to any of that. I know it was a lot.
Oh my gosh, three-way calls are amazing. And I feel like I kind of got off track with doing them, but with all of my newbies, I've really been doing them. So I did 2 yesterday for my new girl, Tasha, and it's like they get off the phone and they're ready to sign up. So one of them already signed up, the other one's signing up tomorrow. And it's just, you can tell them all about the business, but maybe it just takes like that other second person that's just validating everything that they just said about the business. And then them showing like, hey, I'm a little bit farther than where she is. This is the experience. I've been in the business for this much longer. This is where we as a team can take you. This is where we're going. Just really, it just is amazing. So three-way calls are awesome. They take 15 to 20 minutes. And I would say by the end of getting off the phone call, there is a 9 out of 10 chance that they're going to sign up that night. So get people on the phone. It's really quick. It's really easy. A lot of the times I'll just tell my girls to let me know when they're free to chat. And a lot of the times they don't even know they're going to hop on the phone with me. They'll just keep the conversation really casual, and they'll just say, like start talking to them. They're like, you know what, my friend Jen can like totally explain this a little bit better. Let me just see if she's available. And they just literally pull me on, like really easy. And they've all just been going so amazing. So you guys definitely utilize those. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is, you know, a lot of people are like, I don't really know what to post to track distributors. I don't really know what to, like how to post or what to post on my stories and stuff. And number one, if you're having a lack of inspiration in your post, just in general, I want that to be like a huge red flag for you that you're probably not doing some personal development. Because when you are fired up about life and you know where you're going and you know what you have your hands on and you feel good and you feel confident, like you can't shut me up. You know what I mean? And I can tell on the days where I'm struggling to find inspiration to post, or I'm struggling to find like inspiration about how to post about the business. It always stems from the fact that like something's off, and it comes down to personal development. So you guys make sure you're starting each of your mornings off with that. I guaranteed something that you read or something that you listen to is going to touch your heart. It's going to inspire you to make posts throughout the day, especially about the business, especially where you're headed in your life, and especially that vibe and how great and confident you feel is going to attract people to your business. But as far as making good posts, it all comes down to you sharing your vision of where you're going with people and being so confident and so solid about the direction of where you're going. Like, where do you see yourself by the end of this year? Where do you see yourself by the end of next year? Show people the small vision and the large vision of where you are going and where you are taking your team, what things are going to change for your family, like all of that kind of stuff. Like, show people where you're going. I can't like say that enough. And then a lot of the times too, you have to think about all of the different excuses people have, or the different things that hold people back. You know, if you have a lot of people, I'll have conversations with potentials throughout the day. Like this one girl just told me she's not like a salesman. Well, you bet your ass tomorrow morning I'm going to make a post all about how people don't, you know, how I never pictured myself as a salesperson. I thought this business was going to be a certain way where I had to be a salesperson, all that. But this is what I found. It's something different. And I always use that feel, felt, found, you know. So any excuse that I get from people, it's like I end up turning that into a post, and it's like directed straight at that person. But I also know it's going to touch the hearts of a lot of other different people, because if one person is having that doubt and they don't think that they can do this business, and I address that, I know it's going to address more than just that one person. And the same with, like, you know, you have struggling moms, struggling single moms. You have you know, people that are like me and Joe, or we were both working full time and we never got to see each other. So I'll talk about that a lot, because I know there's other couples that are working their butts off and they never get to see each other. So I remember in the beginning, like, Joe was working 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I was working at the salon crazy long hours, and I would make posts all the time talking about, like, I don't want my life to continue being this way. I cannot wait until I can start cutting back hours and we get to see each other more. And then they watched all of everything that I said starting to unfold. And that's what you guys can do now. So, like, dream big, show people that those goals, because over these next few months, people are going to see you accomplish all the goals and dreams that you talked about. And they're going to become, their belief level in you is going to go way up, way more. And they're going to trust you to join this business with you. They're going to trust you to take them to places that they can't take themselves right now. So show people those dreams, because you need distributors now, right? We need to grow our team now, but we also need to we're going to want to grow our team and help people a month from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. So constantly just keep showing people where you are going. So I don't know if you guys have anything to add about that, but
yeah, can I add to that?
Yeah.
Blow your own damn mind. Okay, just blow your own mind. Because look, here's the deal. That's exactly what I did too. Like, just from the time that I started, I didn't know that being a stay-at-home mom was even an option before this business. All I know was I needed some extra gas money. I needed to get my tags for my car, and I needed to be able not to get payday loans because that was getting me in a lot of trouble. That happened. And then once that happened, then I was like, okay, well, maybe I can be a stay-at-home mom. And let me tell you, the dream came to life when I went to conference. I didn't even know I had that little dream inside of me to want to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. I thought it was like so far-fetched that it could never happen. But I went to conference and I saw other people that did it and were doing it. And I came home and I started posting about it like constantly, where people were like tired of hearing it. But when they saw it happen, it was like, whoa, my team exploded after that, because they, like you said, you build that trust. People see what you were talking about happen. So you can't be wishy-washy. And I just did a post about that, being wishy-washy. You can't be hot and cold. You have to just stay hot, and you can kind of get a little warm, but you cannot be hot and cold. One day you're in, one day you're out. One day you're talking about your dreams, the next day you're talking about your problems. Like, it has to be, talk about your focus on your dreams, focus on your goals, focus on where you're going. Don't worry about anything else. Everything else will work itself out. Just have faith in what you're doing. And if you don't have faith, borrow ours. Borrow our belief in you for a second. Just go for it and just do it. Don't let nothing hold you back, because the second that you let that enemy creep in your mind and make you feel like you're not worthy or you can't do this, that's when you pour yourself into what you need to pour yourself into. Personal development, whatever that may be, reading, podcast, listening to something just to kick you in the ass and get you jumping. Maybe just call your sponsor and reach out. You will get to a point where you feel like you don't need help. That's when you need the most help. I honestly, I went through that where I was like, I got this. I don't need to be bugging nobody. And that's when I realized, like, oh, I need to talk to Shauna. Oh, hold on, baby. I need to reach out to I need to reach out to people. Yes, go get cereal. Tell daddy. And it was like, it's just, you got to take the bad with the good, and you just got to roll with it, and you got to take those punches, and you got to keep pushing forward. But don't be wishy-washy, you guys, especially in the beginning. If you guys are just starting, my biggest advice for you guys is don't be wishy-washy, because nobody wants to jump on a boat that has holes in it. They won't. It's like, oh no, I might drown if I jump in that boat. When you're wishy-washy, you're a boat with holes in it. So make sure your foundation is solid. Even if you don't feel that way, you don't got to share it all on your social media and post about, I'm feeling this type of way, or I'm just sick and tired of this and that, and I'm this and this and that. Trust me, whatever you put out is what you're going to attract. So if you're putting out negativity, all your negative Nancy's are going to come out, and they're going to jump on that train with you, and it's going to make it go further and further until you're like, okay, I'm quit. I'm done. I quit. I can't do this anymore, because you let everybody else tag along on your negative vibe and energy. So make sure that if you're having a bad day or whatever, don't put that on your social media. You reach up, talk to your sponsors, talk to your leaders. They'll pour into you, and I promise it'll go away. It goes away. And, it just, yeah. So don't be a boat with holes in it. Just keep pushing forward and attract what it is that you want. Be what you want. You want a team of rock stars, be the rock star. Be your own rock star and blow your own mind. In 2 years, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, dang, I did that. My team did that. Like, you're going to look back and realize, like, there's some days I got to pinch myself. And I'm like, am I really here? Like, dude, I don't have to go to work. I'm unemployed. I've been unemployed for 2.5 years because of this business. My brother makes fun of me about the whole unemployment thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm unemployed. I'm not on unemployment, but I'm unemployed, and I'm unemployable. Like, you cannot hire me. I hire myself. I work for myself. I'm self-employed. Even just saying those things, sometimes it's still so unbelievable just to even say those kinds of things. When people say, oh, well, where are you employed? When I went to go and try to get my car and stuff, where are you employed? I'm self-employed. And it's like, whew, show me your 1099. I'm like, here. It's like, woo, y'all, blow your own mind. I didn't think about all of that in the beginning. All I knew was I needed to get my car smogged in so I can get some tags so I don't have to ride dirty. And it turned into this 4 years later, and I'm looking back like, oh my goodness, how did I get here? A faith. I didn't steer a boat that had holes in it. I just continued to believe and had faith and kept pushing, even when I didn't want to. I had my why, and I just kept going and going and going, and I'm still going, and I'm still flowing. My boat is bigger, and I'm just going and pushing. So Just wanted to share that really quick, y'all.
Oh, I freaking love that. And I kind of want to touch on that too, on not working this business or not trying to get people, like not working this business out of desperation, but working it out of like determination and like how you can really impact people's lives. Like if you're going around saying, I need you to do this, I need you to do this, who wants to join my team, I need this, I need that, like who wants to help me out and buy products, or who wants to sign up and join my team and help me and my family out, or who wants to, you know what I mean? Like if you're working it and putting out those vibes that you like need people, you need people to be successful, like people aren't going to want to join somebody like that. They want to know somebody, they want to join somebody that knows where they're going. And they don't need anybody else, because the right people are going to join their team. The right people are going to come into their business. The right people that are focused on their goals and that know what they want and know where they're going and are willing to work, they're going to join you because you're putting that vibe out. So there's a really huge difference in this business between looking desperate and looking determined, you know? And I just want to make sure that you guys put that vibe out there, that you know where you're going. You freaking got this. People, everybody wants what you have. You're a loyal customer and distributor signing machine. Like you got goals, and rock stars are coming with you. You don't need anybody, but you want people to join you that got the same mindset as you. So I just want to throw that in there too. Let me see what else we were going to go over, unless Natty has anything to. We talked about flipping host to post. Next thing we kind of wanted to talk to is like a typical conversation. One of you guys want to kick this off? A typical conversation. So say somebody likes or comments on one of your posts. You guys, who wants to jump in and take this and say, like, what do you usually write? What do you usually say?
Do you want to go, Michi, or you want me to go? I'll go. Okay, so I've been using a script that's been working really well. I don't know if they got it from what's his name, the GoPro or whatever, but it's basically like, and Chad went over it the other day. I don't know if I have it, but it's basically scripted in the sense that it's like, okay, so are you interested in making a little bit of money? And then when they say, or are you interested in making an extra income from your phone? Or you're interested in learning more about what I do? First, I ask them like, hey, thanks for the love of my post. Are you interested in X, Y, and Z? Whatever it is that they liked on. And in this case, it would be distributors, right? So if they're interested in making the extra money, the next question is, how much would you need to make in order to make this worth your time? And then they're going to give you a number. And then you're going to say, okay, great. So how many hours do you have to dedicate to that around your schedule that you can make that, you know, that you would be able to put towards making that happen? And then when they say how much that is, it makes it super easy for you, because now you can take how much they're looking to make and how many hours they're willing to work and ask them a simple question. Let's say that they wanted to make $500 and they're willing to put in 15 hours a week. Okay, great. So if I could show you how you can make $500 a month from working 15 hours a week around your schedule, would you be willing to join? You know? So what are they going to say? You just answered what they need and what they want. So the answer is going to be yes. So the best part about that is then you're going to be able to tailor it, because as we know, working this business, it doesn't take a lot of time. It's consistency. That's all it is. It's consistency. You know, you can actually, and that's why we have the new walk, jog, and run, which is a great training tool that I've been using with all my newbies. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get further in this business if you're spending 30 minutes to an hour a day versus 8 hours on a Saturday. You just are, because you're being consistent. And like Meech said, I love the holes in your boat thing. That was just, I was cracking up, but I'm like, that is so real. You don't want holes in your boat, because people want to join people that know where they're going. So you need to be casting that vision. So much of this business is casting vision for other people of what you're going to be doing and what they can do and what's possible. So Cast that vision. Let them know, look, if you're looking to make $500 and 15 a month and 15 hours a week, I can help you do that. If I could show you how to do that, would you be willing to join? They say yes. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and get you started. I can get you started for $20 with one of my promo codes, you know, and then I just take it from there. So I have a script that's pretty much does that, and I've been using it a lot. It first starts out and says, what I do is super simple, yada, yada, yada. And then it goes into those 3 questions. And I think Noelle Cruz and all of them use that too. And it's been working really well. So that's what I've been using.
Can I add to that too? Don't limit yourself to just social media either, guys. I remember Natty came down the last time she came down, and we were, you know, because we're human, right? We go to the store, we go get our car washed, we go get an oil change, we go out to eat. Don't limit your business to just Facebook and Instagram, because there's still a lot of people out there that you're not friends with on social media yet. So when you go out to eat, let's just say, for example, you're out to eat, right? And you have a waitress who's super sweet, she's super awesome, or maybe she's not so sweet, but she's super stressed out, and you can tell, and you start to feel bad, because I know I feel bad. When I get a rude server, I feel bad for her, because I know she's under a lot of stress or whatever. Sometimes. I take that back, because sometimes they are rude and I'll get on them. But let's say you have somebody that you really like, okay? Ask them this simple question, super simple. How do you like working here? That's it. How do you like working here? And they're going to say, oh, yeah, I like it, or I don't like, whatever it is, whatever their answer is. And then you just say, well, would you be open to an opportunity to make some extra money, like right from your phone on your time? And then they kind of be like, oh, yeah. And sometimes they're in a hurry. So you're like, okay, well, just add me on social media. Add me on Facebook. And then you got their Facebook. Now you can communicate with them through your social media. So don't limit yourself to just what you have now on your social media. When you're out and about, don't be afraid. That's blitzing at its finest, y'all. Natty taught me that, and I do it everywhere I go now. Now it's like, how do you like working here? If they're ringing me up at the store, how do you like working here? And it gets a conversation going. They're already asking you how you doing. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm great. Oh, yeah. How do you like working here? Oh, it's busy today. How do you like working here? Like, it's super easy. And then they'll tell you if they like it or they don't like it. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, yeah, I like it, blah, blah, blah. Would you be open to making some extra money for right now on the holidays? So I would say, would you be open to making some extra money on the holidays on your part-time, on your spare time? Yeah. They're like, okay, we can't talk right now because you're busy, but, you know, are you on Facebook or are you on Instagram? Or what's your number? And I'll text you the information. And then boom, you got them. That's another lead that you get to add to your network. So don't limit yourself to just social media. And Natty, I am forever grateful, because I do that everywhere I go now. And if it wasn't for you, I would have never had the courage to even do that. But it's such an easy thing to do. Just ask them, how do you like working here?
I love that. It's so crazy, because I hyperventilate every single time I think about blitzing. But you guys, I've never had somebody be rude. Every single time I walk away from the situation, I'm like, that was so easy. Why do I stress myself out over this? And I signed up probably just within the last few months. I signed up like 3 of my waitresses, and I signed up the girl that was on the plane to me to Nashville. Like, she just signed up as a distributor. She's from Germany. And the way that I do my conversations is I'm just like, if they were so amazing, I'm like, you are so awesome at what you do. Like, I had such great service. You would kill it at my business at what I do. And then they always ask, well, what do you do? And then I just give them like a short thing, and I'm just like, I know you're busy, but like, let me just add you on Instagram or Facebook really quick. And then seriously, 9 times out of 10, they stalk my profile, and they're the ones that end up messaging me. It's so crazy. So blitzing is just definitely a huge thing. It's so amazing. And I feel like nothing will replace like that initial like connection that you get immediately from people. Social media takes longer. So if you want quick results, parties, blitzing, vendor events, like face-to-face contact with people, if you want quick results, like that is the way to do it. We're like way out of time here real quick, but I just want to go over another quick tip that I had on here real quick. Okay, so I want to go over other third-party tools that we have. So three-way calls are amazing, but you guys, every other Sunday, we're doing these online events where we all go live, we share our testimonies, we talk about the products live, we talk about the opportunity, how to make an extra income, and we created this group. If you're not in it, it's called Fitness, Funds, and Freedom. Add yourself to that group, and that's where we do these live events every other week, so every other Sunday that we do them. So it'll be, I believe, not this Sunday, the next Sunday. I can't remember the dates. I wrote them down, so they're in your guys' team pages too. But just do that, and we switched it up. Instead of doing these online events on Facebook where you have to add people every single time, add them to this group once, and they're going to constantly get sprinkled on by us, you know, each time, and then they can continue to see this. And I love how we're switching the events up every other week, so different people will tell different stories, different people talk about the products, and it just gives them a different experience. And then a second thing, you guys, is events. Events, again, you know, being again in front of people, there's nothing like events. For those of you guys that are local in California, you guys better be at our Try It this Friday in Ventura. You know, tickets are on sale. They're $15, but this is going to be such an awesome event. And I'm telling you, if you get guests there, they will leave being a distributor. Like, there's just no way that they can't. They'll be able to, we're going to have a fit bar there, so people will be able to try the samples of the keto coffee and the collagen and the greens, I think is what we're doing. And you're just going to hear they're going to hear everybody's stories, and it's just going to be so inspiring, you guys. If you're not local in California, keep your eyes out for events in your area and make it a goal to bring your potentials to those events, because everybody leaves there super inspired and they're just so amazing. Do you guys have any distributor signing tips that you want to like throw in here before we talk about the contest that we got going on? Can you guys think of anything else you want to add? Good. Okay, so the couple contests that we have going on right now, there is the Christmas with Tiffany's that Chad and Juri are doing, which, dude, you guys, who wants some free Tiffany's jewelry? So this contest is in the Black Diamond team page, so make sure you're in that team page. Every single time you sign a loyal or a distributor, make sure you screenshot that. Loyal customers is 1 point, distributors are 2 points. You need to keep track of your own points and post them in that feed in order to be on there. But the top point earners will get Tiffany's stuff, and then they're also doing a drawing, you guys. So get your entries into that. And then the second contest, not really a contest, but this is our leadership retreat. This is our first one that we've like ever had. I can't even think about how long we've been talking about doing this retreat for. Like, I'm so pumped about it. But you guys, anybody that goes Ruby or maintains Ruby by the end of this month, Shauna's on. Shauna! I didn't know she was on here. Friend, come pop in and say hi. I don't know if she's on.
I just got home, friend.
Hey, friend. Oh my gosh, are you so excited for our leadership retreat or what?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. So many things that I'm so excited about. The Tiffany's thing, the leadership retreat conference, you guys. Oh my gosh. So excited.
I know. So our leadership retreat is Rubies and above. So anybody that qualifies for Ruby this month or promotes to Ruby this month, you guys are going to get to go to our amazing leadership that we're putting on. It'll be Saturday and Sunday. But if you qualify for Emerald and Diamond, you get to come on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you guys, we have so many awesome things planned. Like, I know we keep on like telling you little bits about it, but I'm just It's going to be awesome, and it is going to be an experience that you do not want to miss. And I know you got to see like a little glimpses of Chad and Jerry's, retreat and stuff. Like, we have so much fun together. You will leave feeling so inspired and so on fire. Like, you guys have to come. So make it a goal to get to Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, or above by the end of this month to qualify to go to our retreat, which is going to be December 7th through the 9th, I believe. I have to double check. But it's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome. Do you guys have anything to add on before we just jump right into the power hour right now? I'm pumped. Does anybody have any questions about anything? If not, let's just jump right into this.